The harsher life becomes, the more one ought to pursue a life like heaven. Yet in truth, those who struggle most often end up rushing headlong into hell. There is a saying, poverty limits imagination. From my observation, one's living space shapes the mind. The smaller the living space, the narrower one's thought, the poorer one's imagination. Narrow thought and impoverished imagination, in turn, further restrict the very space in which one can live. Thus begins a vicious circle, driving life ever deeper toward hell. Among those trapped in hardship, competition and strife are fiercest. What modern people call involution is, in essence, the poor locked in a ruthless struggle against one another for survival. The outcome is always the same, utter defeat. There are no victors. Heaven is not absent, it is simply ignored. For 2 decades, Life Canyon's second home has presented to humanity a magnificent and joyful model of production and life, revealing a living vision of paradise. Yet, in all these years, few have come in pursuit of it. People would rather spend their time, energy, and wealth chasing fleeting gains, unwilling to devote them to lasting joy. Without the pursuit of heaven, the pursuit of life itself falls short. Without yearning for heaven, no one, be they high officials, learned scholars, or billionaires, can claim true victory. All are but passing travelers, as fleeting as a night blooming flower. Between the successful who neglect heaven and the destitute who do the same, the only difference is outward appearance. In the value and meaning of life, there is no essential distinction. Look closely at those at society's bottom, struggling daily. Their greatest challenge lies in the narrowness of their living space. First, the circle of people they know and interact with is limited. Even in a group of dozens or hundreds, their minds remain at the same level, unable to break free from mental inertia or rise to new insight. Even when clearly mistaken, they stubbornly insist they are right. Never do they ask, if my life is full of worry, pain, anxiety, and struggle, how can my understanding be correct? Second, the regions in which they live are limited. They cannot leave the familiar ground they are used to. As the ancients warned, a tree that is moved dies. A person who is moved lives. Changing one's living space sparks inner transformation. Thought expands, opens, and discovers new ways to live. To remain fixed in a single corner or one type of work gradually hardens the mind. When change finally comes, one becomes lost, helpless, and bewildered. Life never stands still. Circumstances are always shifting. Yet amid all change there is one life that never wavers, heavenly life. Enter it, and all worry, pain, anxiety, and fear are left behind forever. Remain outside it, and no matter how much one struggles, competes, or strives, even as a top official or a maggot, one cannot escape the shadow of worry and dread. Recently in China, it is said that the middle class is collapsing under mortgages, car loans, and the burdens of children's education. This is change, but tell me, when you still lived the middle-class life, why did you not pursue heaven? If at that stage they had walked the genuine path for going houses, cars, or conventional family ties, would not their present circumstances look entirely different? I watch those who toil at society's bottom, fighting over food, shelter, birth, death, and illness. My heart fills with pity and compassion, but also with sorrow and regret. They are ensnared by life's curse. Hardened thinking confines them in a prison of despair. I see them sink step by step into the mire of hell, yet I cannot lift them out. Heaven aids only those who seek it. Without striving for heaven, those who spend every day merely surviving remain bound by the mortal program, unable to break free.